6 student volunteers for the IDIA team on ground, selecting 14 trainees, conducting several training sessions and mock tests, and conducting fundraiser events at Nalsar. They're also collaborating with students from the university and are in the process of making a video about the IDIA scholars currently studying in Nalsar to be used for awareness and fundraising purposes by sending it to lawyers and law firms. Anasuya and Ayushi have submitted a disability report to the Nalsar administration, which proposes to make the university campus more accessible for students with disability. After numerous follow-ups, the administration has granted its approval, and now Anasuya and Ayushi would be working on its implementation. They have also submitted a proposal to the administration for fee waiver of IDIA scholars, after which a committee has been constituted by the university to amend the scholarship policy, which at present precludes IDIA scholars. May I please request Madhurima to hand over the awards to Ayushi is present with us. Anasuya unfortunately couldn't make it to the event tonight.
Madhurima spent almost a year with us when she was on a law firm break. She was very kind enough to give us her time. We had her as a chief mentor for many of IDEA scholars, our teams, and really helped IDEA in very significant ways. So we all have to record our appreciation for what she did. Thank you.
Moving on to the next recipient, Prakriti Shah. Prakriti is the team leader of IDIA chapter at NLU Jodhpur since 2017. As part of IDIA, she has not only helped create awareness about career prospects in law, but has also mentored many kids to ensure they get into the best law schools of the country and the opportunities that they deserve and could not get due to lack of resources. Under her leadership, the IDIA team at NLU Jodhpur have scaled new heights. For the academic year of 2016-17, the team has managed successful negotiations with Crack Clat and Law Prep Jodhpur and have secured subsidized coaching rates up to 85%, along with them taking on visually impaired kids pro bono. The team also successfully organized a lecture by Mr. Karl Malamud in collaboration with CalQ, their college journal. By the end of this year, they are also planning to collaborate with coaching classes that take video classes in the night, having fundraising events in local schools in the form of academic events like essay competitions, collaborating with local sellers for free or subsidized merchandise, which can be sold during college events, and create a base for alumni, which can contribute on a monthly basis. The team is also trying to increase the scope of sensitization by expanding their scope to districts near Jodhpur and collaborating with coaching classes there. May I please request Gautam to hand over the award to Prakriti. Next recipient in this category, Aishwarya Murali. Aishwarya has been the team leader of IDIA chapter at NLU Jodhpur, Rajasthan, along with Prakriti since February 2017. One of her biggest achievements include negotiating with university authorities to allow IDIA trainees on campus, and from ensuring infrastructural facilities for the trainees. They've also collaborated with Law Prep in Jodhpur to provide coaching for our trainees there at a concessional rate. Aishwarya is also responsible for managing the accounts of the entire IDIA Rajasthan chapter. May I call upon Saket Sikri to please present the award to Aishwarya. Aishwarya unfortunately could not make it here because of a personal situation. Arshdeep, the NLU Delhi team leader will be accepting the award on behalf of Aishwarya. Thank you, Saket. Our next recipient, Shilpa Prasad and Siddhant Sachadeva. Shilpa and Siddhant are the team leaders of our IDIA National Vertical, which is the Training and Materials Vertical. Shilpa has been associated with IDIA chapter in Kerala since her first semester at Nuals, Kochi from June 2015. In the course of her association with the chapter, she has been engaged with fundraising, creation of training material, renewing answer scripts, drafting the scholarship policy with the administration to have IDIA scholars eligible for a portion of the MK Nambiar Fund, engaging with Shashi Tharoor to adopt a scholar funding participating in street plays and sensitizations. Without any knowledge of Malayalam, she was unable to directly engage with the trainees at most point in time, but the sensitizations threw open the gates for her. Intermittently, she also worked with Professor Shamnath Bashir on CLAT and Aadhaar petitions before the Supreme Court and the Delhi High Court, and trained our Karnataka-based trainee, Basant Sarki, when she was in Bangalore. Since August 2016, she has been working on creating interactive and basic English training material for the trainees and scholars. She believes that IDIA has shaped her into the person she is today, and she is in awe of the fact that she might even, in the remotest manner, be influencing another's life and bringing them an inch closer to justice. Shilpa is sharing this award with Siddhant Sachadeva. He is also the Training and Material Vertical Team Leader. Siddhant's association with IDIA started in August 2015. He joined the Training and Material Vertical as a volunteer and became part of the Delhi chapter teaching team and the IDIA Disability Access Program. Later, he was selected as the Delhi chapter deputy team leader for training and materials. He devised an online worksheet requisition system to streamline material requests and delivery, a system that continues to be used at the chapter. In January 2017, Siddhant was selected to lead the Training and Materials Vertical. He contributed to a progression from a Google Drive-based repository of material to the present online portal on Moodle, which was highlighted by Moodle in October 2017. His achievements include preparation of video tutorials and learning various aspects of open source software management. Simultaneously, he has also continued to assist the Delhi chapter, first as the information officer for a year and thereafter as mentor for the visually impaired scholars. Working with extremely driven teams comprising over 20 volunteers every day, the journey has enabled him to acquire valuable skills not conventionally associated with law school. May I request Bhumesh to kindly hand over the award to Shilpa and Siddhant.
I have to say the student teams are just phenomenal, especially on training. When we started the movement, we told students that this is your baby. Run with it. We only have a blueprint, but you can improvise on it, you can create on it. And I still recall in 2010, National Law School in Bangalore had this fabulous student team leader called Aditya Banavar. And he came back and he said, why is our training not on Moodle? And I said, what is Moodle? I hadn't heard of it then. I don't know how many of you had. But it was a lot of learning for us simply because the students are way ahead of us. And we said, this is the DNA that we want to maintain, that let it be run by the students because they can do a far better job than we can ever hope to as full-time professionals.
We're moving on to the next category of our awards tonight, IDIA Champions 2018. As the sun dispels the darkness, radiating infinite heat and light, nourishing us all, big and small, Not asking for anything in return, you have offered much to IDIA, championing the cause of those less fortunate than you, striving relentlessly to create a better world, a better future, a better time. May your light continue to shine. Our first recipient under this category, Mr. R.K. Gupta. Mr. Gupta is unfortunately not present with us tonight, but he's really been an ardent supporter to IDIA, and he's helped us with coaching materials. His institute, Manu Law classes, have provided coaching for various law entrances and has provided materials for our trainees. He's also helped us by sponsoring 3 of our scholars, Kailash and Nazrul and Sonia. Mr. Gupta is not present tonight, but we'll move on with our next recipient under this category, Dr. Anup Surendranath. Dr. Anup Surendranath is an assistant professor at NLU Delhi and teaches constitutional law. He's also director of the Center on Death Penalty, which currently comprises the Death Penalty Litigation Clinic and the Death Penalty Research Project. The project has received great coverage in India and abroad. Dr. Surendranath was also invited by former Chief Justice R.M. Lodha in May 2014 to serve as the Deputy Registrar Research in the Supreme Court. The only other instance of an academic being invited to the Supreme Court for a similar assignment was almost 30 years ago in the late 80s under Chief Justice P.N. Bhagwati. Dr. Surendranath has also been responsible for establishing many student-led initiatives in the university, like the INSAF Legal Aid Project, Public Law and Policy Discussion Group, and the Cinema Club. Dr. Anup Surendranath has supported IDIA scholars at NLU Delhi on multiple occasions. He has helped IDIA scholar Anup get the screen reading software JAW and camera scanner from the college. He has contributed for IDIA scholar Arif's English tutorial classes at the British Council as well. Dr. Surendranath is not present with us tonight, but the award will be received by Siddhant, our NLU Delhi team member and the TNM National Vertical team leader. May I call upon Justice Geeta Mittal to hand over the award to. Thank you, Suhan. Dr. Arul Scaria. Dr. Arul George Scaria is an assistant professor of law and co-director of the Center for Innovation, Intellectual Property and Competition at NLU Delhi. He is also an affiliate faculty of the Copyright X program, which is a course offered under the auspices of Harvard Law School. Dr. Scaria has 2 single-authored books to his credit and numerous contributions to different international journals and books. Dr. Scaria has made presentations in different international forums, apart from speaking at different international conferences. He's also a member of the IPR expert group constituted by Department of Science and Technology, Government of Rajasthan. Dr. Scaria has always been a keen supporter of IDIA and has championed the cause at every opportunity. Dr. Arul Scaria.
I have to also add a few things here because Arul is really exceptional. I mean, we never told him to do anything for IDEA scholars that were at NLU Delhi. But Arul, I think one scholar was sort of slipping through the cracks. And Arul just went out of his way to keep calling me and telling me, look, I've had detailed conversations, this is how we should approach it. she's slipping through the cracks, let's get her back in. This is recruitment times, high stress, high tension. And I could feel the pain that he was going through, and I said, my God, if only all teachers at law schools felt this way for their students, we'd have the best law schools in the world. So thank you, Arun.
May I request Professor M.P. Singh to kindly present the award to Dr. Scaria.
Is he here? Yeah? Okay, that's fine.
Our next recipient in the IDIA Champion Award 2018, Mr. Jayesh H. Ms. Jayesh is a graduate of the Government Law College, Mumbai, and is the co-founder of Juris Corp, a reputable law firm. It was founded in the year 2000, and under his stewardship, it has grown manifold and is a well-known name in the industry today. He's a Chevening scholar who has trained at the College of Law at York and worked briefly with a London-based firm of solicitors in their corporate finance department. Thank you, Jayesh, for supporting 2 IDIA scholars and being one of our most ardent supporters. May I please request Mr. Rajiv Luthra to kindly present the award to Jayesh. So Jayesh is not present among us today, but his award is being accepted on behalf of him by his colleague. Mr. Suneet Vats. Mr. Suneet Vats is the Vice Chairman of Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies, New Delhi. As the Vice Chancellor of Vivekananda Institute, he has extended fee waiver to all the IDIA scholars who gained admission to the college. He has also given and financed the fees of many IDIA scholars studying in colleges affiliated with Indraprasth University. We would like to thank him for his unwavering support. Mr. Vats is also unfortunately not present tonight with us, but I would like to call upon one of his students studying at Vivekananda Institute, Dipin, to take the award for him. May I call upon Mr. Abhimanyu Bhandari to hand over the award. Mr. Subhajit Banerjee. Mr. Subhajit Banerjee is an alumnus of National University of Juridical Sciences, Kolkata. He has formerly worked at Sai Krishna and Associates and later graduated with a master's in law from Stanford Law School. Mr. Banerjee has been an IDIA donor for a while now, and we are truly grateful to him for his unwavering support. Mr. Banerjee is also unfortunately not here with us. May I call upon, is Arnab here to receive the award?
Okay, we come to the last category now, and we'll try and wind up quickly so that we have enough time for our scholar performances. Now, these are partners who've institutionally partnered with us to take our mission forward, and these are attempt at poetry, where we have some lines as to why we recognize them for what they do, and it goes, alone we run, together we can fly. Thank you for giving us wings and helping our underprivileged scholars reach the skies. We remain indebted for your wonderful partnership. Our first award goes to the Vidhi Center for Legal Policy. Orgo, unfortunately, left. Is there anyone else from Vidhi here? Someone from Vidhi? No? Okay. So Vidhi again has been playing an instrumental role in nurturing some of our scholars who've been interning. As you know, they're one of the leading think tanks in the country today, working on a wide variety of legal areas, research areas, judicial reform, health, environment, education. And I think given that the modern lawyer today has to be a policy lawyer and not just a doctrinal lawyer, and this is something that we've been trying to tell our scholars as well, that today's lawyers can't just read and understand and appreciate the law in just its doctrinal sense, but today the law has gone way beyond just looking at the statute and other things, but has gone into policy dimensions, which necessarily mean that you must be well versed in a number of other disciplines outside the law. And I think it will be our endeavor to get our scholars as much exposed to different policy facets as the years go by, so that they stand a competitive edge when they get out of law schools, right? So we'll... Okay, so Raghavendra has interned there. Is Raghavendra here? No, he's also not here. Okay. Daru is here? You're interning with them? Perfect. You can collect the award on their behalf, and may I call upon Carl to present the award to... They're not here, Vidhi is not here, but you can present the award. He's going to receive it on Vidhi's behalf. He's an IDIA scholar who's interning with Vidhi. Then we have Loctopus, which is a very familiar website for all law students. It posts all the interesting internships, job updates, how to survive law school, and it's run by this brilliant lawyer who I had the great honor. He was one of my students at NUJS, and in fact was the first set of students. We were 5 of us that made the first IDIA trip in 2010. Arnab was there as well, and there were 3 or 4 other students. We went to Pelling, which is a very beautiful part of West Sikkim, get the closest view of the Kanchenjunga. So we went to a government, our IDIA program really started with us going to a government school in Pelling, and I still recall how we went there in a very, how would I call it, a jugaad kind of way. We had no clue what we were doing. We just spoke to the students and we said, okay, let's see how many are interested in law. And we found out of a class of 150, not a single one was interested in law, but some of them wanted to be bus drivers and farmers, but no law, because either they'd never heard of what it means to be a lawyer and what the career prospects are, or they were thoroughly disillusioned with their local lawyers and how law was presented in Bollywood and other places, lawyers as pimps and touts and whatnot. But we spoke to them for 2 hours, and then suddenly out of a class of 150, about 120 wanted to be lawyers. And we said, sorry, we can't take 120, but we picked 8 students then through an aptitude test. And that aptitude test was formulated in 1 hour sitting outside the school, mainly by Tanuj, who runs Octopus. And now Loctopus is one of our key partner organizations. They really help us get the word out there. Tanuj, unfortunately, is not here today, but really great appreciation for him, and thank you very much. And we need someone to receive the award on his behalf. Somebody here? No? Okay. What I'll do is I will call upon Rajneesh Singh, who's again one of our most committed supporters for many years, one of India's leading trainers on CLAT. This man is exceptional. I've seen his classes. When we first started training IDIA scholars, and we had IDIA scholars doing his classes in Calcutta, I went and sat through his classes, and I said, my God, this man has the gift of teaching, and teaching in such an exciting way that whoever it is will crack CLAT. In those days, now it's too much of a lottery. I don't think even he can help you when it's a lottery. Now it's only between you and God if you're writing CLAT. So Rajneesh, may I call upon you to present the award to someone who will accept on Loctopus's behalf? Who can accept on Loctopus's behalf? Anyone who's worked with Tanuj or Loctopus? Any of our students? Maybe one of our scholars can accept it. Any scholar, please come up and accept it for Tanuj. Please, come on. And one more person, he's wrote us an email saying there are 2 people. Our last award for the evening, and we're winding up with this, SNG and Partners. It's a law firm, and we're very thankful to them for being one of the few law firms. Many offer our scholars internships, but very few take the trouble of mentoring the scholars while they're there. Internships are not just about putting an intern in your law firm and then, just having them watch you while you're in action. It's a serious commitment to mentorship and to training scholars. From whatever I've heard from Svetlana and the others, SNG has played a vital role in taking, in really going out of their way to mentor the scholars that are there, that are interning with them. And we had Rinju, who's one of our scholars, intern there, who've said very, very good things about how much they learned because of the active nurturing and mentoring that the law firm partners and the lawyers in that law firm put into the enterprise. So may I call upon Mr. Gupta, who's here to receive the award on behalf of SNG and Partners. Thank you very much, sir, for being a partner. May I invite Justice Geeta Mittal again to please hand over the award. Save the best for last. Save the best for last, both ways, the awarder and the awardee. We're not about privilege, we're about underprivilege. Sorry. A lucky day. Mr. Luthra has just announced, and I'm very happy to note that his firm will offer 2 preferred internships for IDIA scholars starting this year. And with the idea that if they're good enough, they will be absorbed as well. So I think it's a great moment for us. Thank you very much, sir. And I hope that will set the trend for the others also to come forward. And I think with that, we bring the curtains down.